Can you level up a character all the way in Lord of the Rings Online using the epic quests only? I'm CaptchaFail from Gwathorn's Games, and that's what I'm going to start proving now. There will be no side quests, no crafting, missions or optional skirmishes. All I've done with this character so far is dealt with all of the free things you get given when you start a new character in VIP. But now I'm off with the first level 1 quest. This is in Mossward. It's the new Before the Shadow. But along with this prologue, I'll be doing the other prologues mixed in to do things in ascending order of level. The idea is to get as much done as possible before it turns grey, which means it no longer grants experience. Casual kills along the way while performing epic quests are okay, but those are the only forms of XP I'll be earning. Now I'm here on Shadowfax, which gives you a bonus to XP, the Shadowfax server, and I will also have 3 items for this character. Right now he has an earring that gives a bonus to experience, and when he's got a few levels on, I will also be giving him the token of the Hornberg, which is a pocket item, and the shield of the Hammerhand, which replaces a cloak, and they both also give bonus experience. I will be trying to get through this as quickly as possible, although it isn't a speed run. I chose the Hunter mostly for its travel options, to move about between different regions quickly, and I will be quite a spendthrift with the mithril coins in getting about quickly. Now, here in Moss Vale, we're still in what is basically a tutorial. If you choose, when you create a character, not to do a tutorial, it won't send you to the beginning of the Moss Vale prologue. It will send you to the old Shadows of Angmar prologue for your race. So I'm going right from level 1, doing this tutorial, and then we'll go straight on to Moss Vale prologue. But when it gets to finishing all the initial quests here in Mossward, then I'll be moving to Archet, followed by Thorin's Gate, and so on, to try to do things as far as possible in level order. Not strictly level order, because that would involve far too much shuttling back and forth. I've made a plan which is a compromise between less travelling and more sorting of quests into level.
My new friend here is capable and will provide the help you need.
Now I've already
But what will you do, Manel?
set it up so that
I will circle around
the tutorial questions don't keep popping up. At least I'll be able to avoid those.
Farewell for now.
Rangers.
I hope on this channel
Follow me, my new
you're
friend.
already
There will be fighting.
seeing the Gwathorn's Games material that Gwathorn himself makes. He's doing Gundabad at the
I would
moment.
not count on it.
The two of us together are doing
What did I tell you?
a Hunter and Champion here, and I usually sit in the background and kibitz while he does his rogue character. Now we're operating under update 35 at the moment. In fact, I think it's either 35.1 or 35.01 as we begin this.
met our new
That
wizard.
makes some changes to the hunter.
I like this one much more than these others.
Me too, Scardy. Come with us.
Starting as a blue hunter,
Those are not goblins.
but I will be very quickly dipping into the red. My objective is to get area of effect skills
I'm not afraid,
from
Mother.
both colours as soon as I can.
Not afraid? This rat hasn't heard of a fighting Archet, boys! The machinery of war has been set in motion. The time of the Orc is at hand.
Mossward, attack!
Kill them all!
Right. The boss comes after me. I rearranged the toolbar. I put barbed arrow first because of its induction time, so I use it to start fights and set its bleed going.
I wasn't afraid.
Then
Oh, Tegwin.
I'm not good at remembering the names of the attacks, but the one with the jacket on it, number 2 there, is very effective at all levels. The penetrating shot requires focus to be built up. I will be replacing that with barrage as soon as barrage comes up. And then quick shot, which I will always be using, because eventually, when it becomes available, I will become an endurance stance hunter, and I'll be using quick shot to gain a little bit of health back, a bit of morale. Now I'll get that festival announcement out of the way. And we're back to Meneldir.
Some of Mossward's residents sustained injuries we cannot heal.
And we're now in the prologue rather than the tutorial. So the full open world map is now available to us. As soon as it says to go to some other place other than Mossward, that's when I'll start switching to other places. We'll try to do everything that starts in the same town together, with a few exceptions. I mean, there are quests coming out of Mossward here round about levels 9 or 10, so that will be done in a separate visit here.
Thank you for aiding the people of Mossward.
Meneldir. Now, the corpse is carrying an item. Scrap of parchment, which has words in either black speech or Orcish, I'm not quite sure. Right, go see what the children are doing.
What do you want, stranger? No, I am not giving you this sword.
Yes, although we're in the prologue, this is really a tutorial sort of thing where you're apparently teaching the boy, Tegwin, basics about the game. That's really for your benefit if you're a new player. Now, these two options, the more general one is simply to add to my ranged attacks. As you see, it wasn't 35, but it was a fairly recent update that changed when you get all the trait points, and you get a lot more of them early now. Get one every level for a little while. Yeah. Before I head out to the Ring of Stones, where you revive if you get killed, I think I need to mark the milestone here. And I separate, rearrange things, put the barrage in with high priority attacks. Barrage used to be by far the main skill used by blue hunters, but they added a lot of two-stage cooldowns into it, which reduced its use a bit. So out the gate and just go across to the revival runestones. And there's the boy. And we go straight back. Nowadays, if you're a VIP, you can get a horse during the tutorials, which is useful in the long tutorials. The Shadows of Angmar racial not prologues. Tutorials. In Ered Luin
Stardy spends more
and
time
Archet.
fixing horseshoes than he does forging swords.
Yeah. Because you haven't done this as part of the tutorial, it's gonna have us use the training dummy. Get the medium armor gloves and up to level 3. Wear the gloves. And I have another point to spend again. Onto ranged damage. And the training dummy, which is blue already. Now I'm moving the trap skill out of the main bar. I don't use traps all that much. Right, quick shot. Get me the focus to give it what it wants. Penetrating shot. That's the one I want, but I need to work up the focus. And quick shot again. Okay. Just got to stop it, the character attacking. Okay, Tegwin, I think that's all for you. Oh no, another test. Barrage. Let's do them all. Right, the east gate of Mossward. I'm ignoring all these side quests that you can pick up in this village. Yeah, some of these bonuses I need to put on my toolbars just to remind me that they're there. Most of them I won't use until something really difficult comes along. But
Very well done.
for the first 30 levels, I expect to be an over-leveled character. The quests are likely to be in the turquoise and the green, if not the blue. But there's a big gap in level between levels 30 and levels 37. in the epic, so I need to be well ahead to be able to suddenly handle and be eligible for level 37 quests and higher. There are other points along the way in the whole game where there are gaps of level in the epic, but there are also places where there are many quests of the same level, such as 50 and 85, which gives you a chance to catch up again. But will it occur that I've done everything I can do in the way of epics and I'm not high enough level to pick up the next epic, and this run will suddenly end because it will be provable that it can't be done? I mean, if you can't do it on Shadowfax and with the 3 items I mentioned, or you can't do it at all. I could spend tons of LOTRO points on XP boosts, but apart from spending destiny points on getting some more blue XP, if you know what I mean, the XP boost that you get every day as a VIP, I'll be getting more of that through destiny points, but I won't be spending LOTRO points on them. I mean, you could do that infinitely if you put infinite money into the exercise, but my LOTRO points will mostly go on Mithril so that I can move about quickly. Using the LOTRO, the Mithril point teleports. Grab in are easy. Just search for the red dots. Take out anything. One boar. As usual, start with the slow attack. Barbed arrow. Oh, he stunned me, but it was almost dead. I think the bleed from the barbed arrow finished off that one. Another boar, one more to get. There we go. One habit I have as a hunter is to take out anything that's too close to me. Even if I've got something to pick up, I need to take out the enemy first. I've played several hunters, and the main thing I learnt was don't let anything surprise you. Beware of ambushes.
Mossward is not the only village in Swanfleet. The stable master can help you check on the others.
Now it says to go to Clegger, which I'm not going to do yet. Now is the time to go off to Archet, where there are level 5 quests. Whereas Clegger would go higher than level 5. Archet is level 5 only, so I will now go and do Archet until the stream of the epic tells me to go to Coombe, and I will not do that immediately. I'll be moving on, I think, to Thorin's Gate, the next low bracket, followed by Kilondin. Now, I can't afford to travel, so I have to sell my stuff. I have no money. I'm not spending mithril when I could just use silver. Mostly I'll be using mithril for long distance travel. Let's try again. Now I can't go direct to Coombe or Archet, so I know that I can get straight to Coombe from Thorin's gate, so I'll go there instead. I'll kill on them, will do. Right, we're leaving before the shadow territory, back in the normal shadows of Angmar territory.
What do you
When I come back here, I'll be doing my own Elvish races prologue. But I'm doing the human one next. So away we go to Coombe.
Greetings.
Tagging these stables for the first time. But I have to ride manually to Archet. There's no stable in Archet, which is a bit of a pest. And there's no mithril point on the quest for me to use. So there's only one way to get there. Since I'm level 4, everything's fairly hostile in this region at this stage. You can see the orange coloured creatures there, means they're quite a few levels above me. Yellow, not so bad. This is for anyone new to the game. I'm sure most of you know about the colours. But there are some on-level creatures here with their white titles. Like I said, I expect for most of the first 30 levels to be seeing a lot of green and turquoise creatures as well as quests. I just hope not too many of them will turn grey, which will give me no experience. That's the whole idea of doing all the shuttling around, to not let the other strands get too far ahead of me. Here's John Brackenbrook for the start of the Archet quests. And we now have another prologue on the quest list. Bury the 3 bodies. There will be some fighting involved in this because there are creatures standing near at least one of the bodies. Right, rest in peace, Dirk Mudbrick. A bit close to that wolf. And yes, it is chasing me. I think I'll outdistance it though. That wolf is going to have to be eliminated rather than let it hit me from behind. Will Wheatley. Right, and over to the Hunter's Lodge for the last one, over by the pond. I think this is the only quest in Archet. mean, there's plenty of side quests not doing, of course. But I think we're going to get straight on to Coombe, sent on to Coombe, which I'll come back to later. And finally, Nate Whisperwood. And back to John Brackenbrook with his phony Australian accent. I'm not going to ride through the spider place. I think when you're on level in there, some of the spiders ignore you, but some of them do chase you. If I was a Bjorning, I would end up here straight after the Bjorning's special tutorial at Bjorninghus in Anduin. You take up the human prologue for them, which we're doing now.
Greetings. What can I do for you?
Okay. Talk to Elizabeth Honeymead in Coombe. Now I do have to go back to Coombe to get onto a stable. But I don't want to go to her yet. You see it's flipped to orange. I think it's round about level 12, that quest. So we're going on to the other low level areas. Probably could have used a mithril for this, but it's not that great a distance. But I will be using plenty of mithril to avoid repetitive travel. I'm sure the guys at SSG will be glad to hear that. Okay, now I'm going to Thorin's Gate next, which means I'll have been to all the prologue starting places except Michel Delving for the Hobbit prologue. The Hobbit prologue moves on very quickly to level 12, so I'm leaving that till last. Doing the Dwarven one, then the Elven one, then Hobbit. That is just starting them all, not doing the whole things, of course. And then I have a round robin of 5 different prologues to handle. The Elvish and Dwarvish ones will merge after a few quests, and it'll be down to 4. And then when the prologues are over and book 1 starts, there'll be just 2 strands, the old and new book 1s. Quest giver for the Dwarven prologue is just outside the gate here. Scoggy.
Come and stay a moment.
I think this Dwarven prologue is the easiest one to level up quickly because there are so many quests within a small area, many of them going to exact same places. But now, of course, epic only.
Will you stop and hear my accursed tale?
Level 5. I have just become a wary character. dismount so I can see the state of my skills easier. Yep. Another boost. And title. Epic only the wary. I've got 2 stables to tag here. The long distance mission one. Won't be doing any of the missions, but the transport will come in very useful.
Greetings.
Okay. Now there's just one goblin on the way to the next objective, who I will dodge past. Goodbye, goblin. I'm going to get indoors before you can get me. Now, it's just a quick talk.
I am beset by misery.
Again, I think this distance I've got to ride back is just inside my tolerance of length of journeys, so I won't take the mithril yet. Right. Well, the goblin got a hit in on the horse, but he won't catch up. Getting near time, been going for over half an hour. I think I'll just set up for the next dungeon crawl, the next set of fights, before I end this one.
This is unthinkable.
The
Hear me
dwarf
out, traveler.
exploration deed is one that I will do by sheer accident, because of the places I have to go for the epics, but I won't be going out of my way to perform deeds, because any creatures I kill along the way doing that are not a valid casual kill. As I say, casual kills while doing epics, that's fine. But here we are at the Silver Deep Mine, which the first full-on dungeon crawl to do, which I will be doing first thing in the next video. Bye everyone.